when a Kurd tells you they support Israel, they don't really mean that. What they're really telling you is that they're sick and tired of the hypocrisy and the double standard of the very same brutal regimes and barbaric dictators of the Middle East, who on the one hand say and claim that they support the Palestinians and their rights to statehood, but at the same time they brutally oppress, degrade and dehumanize the Kurds in their own countries. What they're really telling you is that they're sick and tired of being dehumanized and degraded and suffering in exactly the same way as the Palestinians, but without receiving any of the same support, empathy, or attention. They're really telling you that they're exactly the same as the Palestinians, suffering in exactly the same way for the exact same reasons, but nobody cares. And that's the problem here in the Middle East. We have a hypocrisy and a double standard that so long as any dictator and psychopath says they support Palestine, they get a free pass to brutalize Kurds and to bury us alive. For 1 century, Kurds have been brutalized in Turkey. Our identity, our culture, our language, our names taken from us, turned into foreigners on our own land. Summary executions of innocent Kurds in Iran, just to prove a point against us. The Bashar al-Assad regime, with their hypocrisy, who claim that Israel is their enemy and who stand against the brutal regime, what they're really telling you is that Bashar al-Assad in Syria, who on the one hand stands against Israel for their brutality of Palestinians and expelling them from their homes and building illegal settlements, is doing exactly the same in Syria with the Kurds, not even recognizing them as citizens. No rights, no citizenship rights, telling them that they don't belong in Syria, that they're remnants of the Ottoman Empire to be disposed of. This is what the Kurd is telling you when they support Israel. Now, granted, their message is not as effective as mine, but the reality is the same. The Kurds who say they support Israel know nothing of Israel, couldn't care less about Israel, never will go to Israel, and will never accept what Israel is doing in its brutal regime and its brutal military, starving Palestinian women, babies, and children. But they are telling you that if you express empathy and support for the Palestinians, then you should also express empathy and support for the Kurds for the exact same reason.